Thanh Mai Van TV xin kính chào quý vị khán giả. Như quý vị cũng đã biết là mùa bầu cử đang diễn ra trên khắp nước Mỹ và ngày bầu cử chính là ngày 6 tháng 11 sắp tới đây. Như vậy thì cũng chỉ còn 10 ngày nữa thôi. Bởi vậy nên các ứng cử viên đang làm việc hết sức mình để kêu gọi các cử tri bỏ phiếu cho mình. Thanh Mai đang có mặt ở đây tại Frankenstein Bar and Grill. Nơi đây luật sư viên Nguyễn đang có cuộc họp mặt với tất cả những người ủng hộ mình. Chút xíu nữa này Thanh Mai sẽ có dịp mời cô nói chuyện để chia sẻ thêm những thông tin về cuộc bầu cử sắp tới. Mời quý vị cùng theo dõi. Chào luật sư viên Nguyễn. How are you today?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you very much. Thank you for spending time with us and share your message to the audience about your next coming election.
Well, I'm always pleased to have VanTV, here at my events, and I think that it's just a wonderful journey so far, and I thank VanTV for giving me the opportunity to spend more time with you guys.
Well, first of all, I would like to congratulate you to deciding to run for this exciting campaign. If you win, you'll be the first Vietnamese American woman to run for this position, not in Texas, but the whole America. How do you feel about that?
I feel very blessed. When elected, I'd be the first Vietnamese American woman to serve in the state legislature in Texas, but also in the United States. I want to thank the two prior women who ran for this seat, for a state seat, and they've given me the inspiration to be the next person in line to run for that seat, and with their blessing, I would love to be able to accomplish that.
Yeah. Very well then. I know that a lot of people ask you a lot of questions already, but I personally have some questions to ask you. First of all, if you win this election, what's the first thing that you would do to the Vietnamese community?
When elected as state legislator, my first interest would be to help sponsor bills that would help serve the best interests of the Vietnamese American community, which is to have quality public education, better access to higher education for all students, and quality health care, and to make sure that the Vietnamese Americans who are small business owners, that there are bills that are passed to help benefit them in succeeding and building their small businesses.
Okay, and as you are a woman, what would you do to benefit women as a whole or Vietnamese American women specifically?
When elected as state legislature, women's health is one of the biggest issues, on the table. And I want to make sure that when I'm elected that I'll be there, a voice for all women, regardless of party affiliations, regardless of ethnicity or cultural backgrounds, but particularly for a Vietnamese American woman, I want to be able to be a voice for them to make sure to promote women's health, cancer screenings, diabetes screenings, well woman exams, family planning services, because I believe, the generation of Vietnamese American women, that we're becoming much more mainstream, and that we want to be able to have a balance of career and motherhood, and women's health is just one of those most important issues, so I want to make sure that I'm a strong voice for that.
Yeah, I know that you have a school-age son, and how you compare the education system in Fort Bend County to the other districts?
Fort Bend ISD and Lamar Consolidated are the two school districts in House District 26, which includes Sugar Land, Richmond, and Mission Bend. And I believe that Fort Bend ISD and Lamar Consolidated are two of the best. There are many great school districts in the state, but notably, those two school districts are the most diverse, has one of the most diverse student bodies in the state. And I want to make sure that when I'm elected, that I promote that diversity, that we make sure that we get quality public education for all our students, that we keep quality teachers in the district, and that we continue to promote the diversity and build that next generation of leaders that comes out of our school districts.
Okay, now if Fort Bend ISD is one of the best, then what would be the improvement?
Well, in the last legislative session, $5.4 billion was cut from public education. And as a result of that, we lost teachers, our students lost resources, classroom sizes expanded. So the first thing we want to tackle in the next session is to bring back that money that was cut, and to keep our teachers back in, making sure that our students have everything that they need, and that they're in classroom sizes that are commensurate, with an ideal teacher-student ratio. That way we know that our students and teachers have everything that they need. So that would be the improvement, is to bring that money back into the public education system.
Now I have a 6-year-old daughter, and she's attending Stafford Primary in Missouri City. Is that one of your district?
No, well, Missouri City and Stafford MSD is in District 27. So it's a different school district, but I'm sure that they have the same goals as District 26, is to bring that money back to the public education system, making sure that our students have everything they need and that the teachers have everything that they need as well. So then that way we can build a type of student body that will, become the next entrepreneurs of the state. And that's what, entrepreneurs, professionals, we have the most diverse student body in the state. We need to continue to promote that.
Now I read on your website, and it's mentioned that you can speak conversational Spanish. Are you trying to get a lot of Spanish votes as well?
Yes, I think that, being able to, House District 26, to start off, is one of the most diverse districts in the state. We have one of the largest Asian American communities. We have a Latino community, an African American community. We have, we have just this diverse cultural background, ethnic groups in the district itself. So I believe that language is very important because it shows a sign of respect and an embracing of a culture. My son is half Latin, and he's learning Spanish and Vietnamese. So I want to be able to, converse with him in Spanish, because I feel like that's important for him to be embracing of his background. And I believe that the Latino community in House District 26 is one of the strongest voices in the state as well. So I want to be able to communicate and respect the language and the culture, along with learning different languages. Like I want to learn French, I want to learn Mandarin. I want to learn them all because I respect every culture in the district.
I personally think that you are a very brave woman, because as a woman we have a lot of responsibility to do. How you find work-life balance? How you maintain it?
Well, first I want to say that you have to have a strong faith in what you do, and a love and a passion for what you do. And then in addition to that, I have a very strong support system, a very strong family who loves me from day one, has been there for me. My family, my team, my campaign team, my office, the Fort Bend Democratic Party. All of that combined, just a coalition of groups that truly support, the campaign itself, and that's how I'm able to balance the campaign and my career and motherhood. I'm a very lucky woman. I'm very blessed.
Yeah, I hope you continue with that patience, trying to serve the community, because if you have passion, then things seem to be easier. Finally, what the message that you would like to send to the audience of Van TV 55.2?
Well, the message that I would like to send is, first I want to say that I'm honored to serve my Vietnamese American community as state representative. And when elected as state representative, I want to be the strongest voice for our community. I want to make sure I fight for public education, higher education for all students, quality health care for all Texas working families, women, children, senior citizens, U.S. veterans. I want to make sure that I support small business owners, because the Vietnamese American community is they pride themselves on being small business owners. And I want to make sure that I address taxes, fair tax assessment, making sure that we have a type of system that benefits small business owners and not burdens them, and doesn't burden them. So the message that I want to give to them is that I want to help our Vietnamese American community. I want to make sure that I blaze the trail for the next generation of Vietnamese American leaders, and that we band together and continue to grow as a community. And it's all based on shared value, the value of achieving the American dream, and that's what I want to do for my community. I love my community. I'm very proud of my community. I want to make them proud and be committed to them.
Once again, I would like to thank you for spending time with us today. And on behalf of Van TV and its employee, I would like to wish you the best of luck in your campaign.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I want to thank Van TV, the viewers, Go Big Nhok, Baxi Vuman, and of course, Jonathan Nguyen and the camera crew. I must tell you, they've been at every major event that I've had, my debates, fundraisers, and to me, I think it's a true honor to be able to have Van TV part of this journey that we can share together, and that it will be an unforgettable journey all the way through to November 6th. So I want to ask for your vote. Early voting ends Friday, November 2nd. The general election is November 6th, and that will be the day that we'll be making history. And to be able to be the first Vietnamese American woman in Texas, but also in the country for my community.
Thank you very much. Now, can you tell me why you're here?
Well, I'm just here supporting Nguyen for District 26, trying to get everybody to vote early. You know, early voting is real important right now, and we're just trying to get a lot of the young voters. The young voters real important right now. So, my name is EJ Bonix 97.9 The Box, the Booth Pimps. Here supporting Nguyen, District 26. We're out of Frankenstein, so we love it for everybody. Just rock the vote for all the early voters out there.
Now, can you tell me why you're here?
I'm here to support V. Nguyen. She's the first Vietnamese running for state rep, Houston District 26. And I will make sure she wins. And I have my colleagues here, Mr. Ron and her fiance. Yes.
Thank you.
Because of them, that's why I'm here. They've made my life better to meet V, to make sure she wins. And God willing, she will win.
Thank you. Now, can you tell me what do you think about V running for the state rep?
In all honesty, I don't know her. He was telling me about her, but I am very happy that we have an international flair and that people from other countries or with other backgrounds are able to run and to be elected in America. I'm very pleased about that.
Now, did you know that if she wins, she's going to be the first Vietnamese American woman to run for this position in not only Texas, but the whole America?
I did not know that. That is absolutely wonderful. I was telling him I grew up in the segregated South, and I'm so proud that America came far enough to elect a black man as president. And so I'm very excited to learn that she will be the first Vietnamese woman elected. So,
Well, thank you very much for your time. Hello. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself, and are you here to support V. Nguyen?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Jeffrey Lebrowski. I'm a business agent for Plumbers Local 68, and yes, I'm out here to support V. Nguyen.
What do you think about V being the first Vietnamese American woman to run for this position in Texas and also in America?
I think it's great. It doesn't really matter what color, what race, what anything. It's about the issues, and V cares about the issues that affect the state.
Thank you very much. Hello, can you tell me a little bit about yourself and why you're supporting V. Nguyen?
I work with the teachers and I work in education, and I've just seen for the last 10 years no representation for the people that live in the community in regards to education. Nobody's investing in the schools. The teachers have too many kids in their classroom, and the kids aren't getting a quality education that they deserve according to the Texas Constitution. That's why I'm supporting V, because V is going to do something about it. You know, too many people are just a rubber stamp for everybody else up there in Austin. 10 years, 12 years, we've had a legislature that says they're going to do something about education but doesn't do anything for it. And it's time to change that, especially right here in Fort Bend.
Now, how long you been knowing her?
I moved here in 2000, and the district has changed so much in that since 2000. It went from 60% white, 40% minority, to 60% minority, Asian, Mexican, black, 40% white. And the district needs to reflect the priorities of the population, which is investing in education. I'm an Asian also, and I have a high priority. Yeah, I'm Filipino. Yes, I have a high priority for education. I don't think I should have to pay to go to a parochial school or to private school. The state should be able to pay for a quality education because they get more out of the investment than anybody else does by having a quality, educated workforce. That's why people come here. We have engineers here. The minority to come here are Asian or from India or from China or from wherever they're at, Vietnam. All come here for quality education, and they deserve to get what they pay for. Quality education for their kids and a good future.
Okay, how long you been knowing V, and you think she is the doer?
I'm absolutely convinced that V is the best candidate for the job because the people that have represented the people of this community are not sensitive to the future of Texas. The people that have been in charge of this community and representing us are not going to represent us like V will. And I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat, you need to take the opportunity to vote for somebody that's going to support education, and that's V.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Có mặt ở đây là một luật sư khác, đó là luật sư Federica. Bà đang tranh cử cho chức vụ judge. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. Good evening.
Can you tell me why you here?
I'm here to support V. Nguyen. I'm also a candidate running, but we're all supporting each other because we want all the Democrats to win this year. Support each other.
What position are you running for?
I'm running for the 387th District Court. It's primarily a family court, but it's also civil and criminal. That's what I'm running for.
How long have you been knowing V?
I actually just met V last year when we were both contemplating what we wanted to do, and I heard she wanted to run, so I wanted to meet her because I was like, we need a state rep, we need a Democrat for this position. So I was excited about meeting V. I'm still excited, and I think she's going to make a great state representative to represent Texas.
Well, thank you for your time and good luck with your own election. Thanh Mai Van TV 55.2 đang chương trình tại Frankenstein Bar and Grill. Và như quý vị cũng thấy, nơi đây đang có một lễ hội Halloween rất là tưng bừng. Thanh Mai xin chúc quý vị một cuối tuần Halloween thật là vui vẻ và an toàn bên người thân. Và quý vị đừng quên là phải đi bầu vào ngày 6 tháng 11 này. Và xin nhớ hãy bầu cho cô Vi Nguyễn. Xin cảm ơn quý vị.